I'm going to show you one more video, and then after that we have time for a five-minute break, and you can grab some food or a drink, and then after that we'll come back to talk about the details of the training. But first, another video that will give you a bit of a highlight reel of what are the topics of the training that we cover.
In this cyber ability training, you'll learn about online safety from information and videos of real-life people with brain injury who were scammed. Just like each captain maps out their own voyage, as we all use the internet in our own way, we'll help you create your own personal cyber ability plan. You'll learn about 8 topics. What scams are and how they work. Why brain injury can increase vulnerability to scams. How to spot scams by recognising the red flags. You'll learn about the most common scams for people with brain injury, which are romance scams and gaining access scams. A romance scam can take place over months or years as you fall in love with someone you meet online. It can feel like you're on a fun cruise ship at the start. But when you realise it's a scam and they're taking your money, you can't get off. A gaining access scam can feel like you're being taken for a ride on a speedboat. It happens so quickly you might not realise what's going on. All it takes is a few hours on the phone for scammers to steal your information or money. You'll also learn pro tips on how to stay safe online. When you're the captain and busy steering through the ocean, you rely on a lookout high up in the crow's nest to help you spot any dangers ahead you may miss. To stay safe online, you'll learn how to find someone you trust to help you notice red flags of scams. You'll learn how to stop a scam and where you can report scammers. Although losing money or information to a scammer can be very upsetting, every cloud has a silver lining. You'll learn from real people about the positives that can come from being scammed. So come on board this cyber ability training to learn all these ways to safely navigate the cyber seas and stay safe from scams.
Thank you, everyone. We'll have a 5-minute break, and you'll see a bit of a countdown on the screen. So when we come back at about 1:30, we'll keep going. And thank you so much for being part of this, and we'll see you shortly.
In cyber. When you first access the training, you'll be welcome to this page. And down the bottom, you can create a new account. This will then send you an email, and once you've confirmed, you can log in using the details up above. Once you are in, you can see here that there is our training package, and you enroll so that you can access the course at your own leisure. When you enter, you will see the 8 training packages to take you through your journey to learn about cyber ability. These are self-paced, and you can repeat them at any time you like and access them whenever you feel. When you enter into each module, you'll see something very similar to this. Up the top, you can navigate to the menu, you can go back or to the next topic. You'll be able to scroll down the page and access all the information. And as you can see there on the left, we've got all the headings highlighted, so you can click back down whenever you feel need to. There's some amazing features throughout every single training module. We've got videos, just like the ones you saw before, that will explain different topics, and you will hear from our Unscammable teams about their experience and advice. We've got all our text clearly written and paced out across the entire training packages to make sure that you understand what's being explained and you can go back at any point. We've included visual explanations to go along to give you an understanding of what we're talking about, as well as to keep you interested as we keep going through our journey. We've got pro tips throughout the entire training packages to give you advice on what to do and where to go next, as well as some really cool fun features that we're going to highlight to you now. Each video is got closed captions, as well as a transcript underneath so that you can read and understand what's being talked about. We have each topics for each section and an explanation of understanding how scams can impact you, how they are done, and how you can prevent them. We've also got fantastic little GIFs and images throughout each one to give you an example of what we're talking about. As I mentioned before, we've got amazing pro tips throughout each training module. Each one, you can click right where we're showing you now, which will take you through different steps and tips and advice about some of the things that you'll come across in your scamming online. We've got a really awesome feature of badges, which you get to collect with each topic that you complete, with 8 total to complete your collection. We've also got some amazing artwork as we've been on display today, and we get to showcase the inspiration behind some of these drawings. If on the life ring and each of the headings, if you click them, you will then get to see the text and the inspiration behind why we've chosen these images and what they mean to us and the Unscammable team. Now we're going to move on to the Cyber Ability Quiz.
All right, hello everyone.